Hello friends, it's Lex at LexReads, and today we're talking about my most anticipated releases of 2020. So when I was going through the YA release list, I fell in love with a lot of books. So I might have to split this video into two parts. There's 20 books. That's my reading goal for the year. Whatever, we're just going to talk about the books, it's fine. Alright, the first book that I'm really excited for in 2020 is The Ballot of Songbirds and Snakes, which is a new Hunger Games book. In case you don't know, which I don't know if I've actually said, but The Hunger Games is actually my favorite book series, which I guess I didn't realize until I was about 19 or 20, because I always thought in my brain that it was Harry Potter. But I don't enjoy the Harry Potter books as much as I enjoy The Hunger Games, and I reread it all the damn time. But The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the 10th Hunger Games, so it's a prequel, kind of. I'm stoked. It comes out in May 19th, I believe. May 19th, 2020. The next book I'm really excited for is One of Us is Next, which is the sequel to One of Us is Lying, which was one of the books that I read about this time last year, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, but it was a really, really fun read, and this one follows Bronwyn's younger sister, I believe, Maeve? I don't know how to say her name, but it's essentially like a deadly game of truth or dare is what I'm getting. So there's an app, everyone's trying to fill Simon's place in the gossip world, truth or dare happens, bad things happen, mystery, we're ready, we're stoked, we're excited. And One of Us is Next is already out. It came out on January 7th. I just haven't picked it up yet, because I haven't bought any books yet this year. I'm doing good. The next book I'm really excited for is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, which comes out on February 4th, 2020. Mermaid Kingdom. I'm excited. The cover is gorgeous. The cover is stunning. But, something goes wrong. I try to avoid reading the summer, too much about the books, so I don't really know as much as I should when I'm telling you about these books. Mermaid Kingdom ? Protagonist, something goes wrong. She steps up to become the leader of Kingdom. Is what I got from the synopsis. All the Stars and Teeth. The next book I'm excited about, it's called All Your Twisted Secrets. It's a murder mystery type book. 5 students, they're like archetypes, you got the athlete, the nerd, the loner, the music geek, get invitations to a scholarship dinner, but once they're there, they find out it's a trap, and there's a bomb, and they have 1 hour to pick someone to die, or they all die. I'm excited. It sounds right up my street. I want to read it right now. And that one comes out on March 17th, so I've got a couple months to wait for that one. Alright, the next book I'm excited for is Where Dreams Descend, which is a book about magic. And there's a competition to find who's going to be the headliner of this, magic show. I feel like there's real magic. I'm excited. Apparently it's supposed to be romancy and magic, and it's the first in a duology, and it just sounds cool. So I'm excited about that. That's all I got for you. I'm sorry I don't know more about some of these books. The next book is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper, and oh my gosh, this one sounds really sweet. I've been trying to find and read more LGBT plus stories in the last couple years, because, hello, my name is Alex, I'm not straight. I'm LGBT plus, so I like to read LGBT plus stories. This one is about a boy named Cal who has a like 500,000 subscribers on the internet, so he's used to his whole life being followed, but his father gets the chance to go to Mars. So they move to Florida so he can do that. Cal's whole life changes. He meets a boy whose dad is also supposed to go to Mars. They fall in love. So what I gathered from the synopsis, I'm stoked. It sounds really sweet. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. Alright, the next book I'm excited for is Ink in the Blood, which, tattoo magic and friendship, and I don't remember very much about what this is about, but I remember being really excited about it. Ink, tattoo magic, the protagonist and her best friend are part of this religion where they use tattoo magic. Adventure, magic, sounds fun. The cover is stunning. Cover is stunning. Spell Hacker by M.K. England. You may remember that I bought Disasters in like March. Still haven't read it. Still am excited to read it. Just haven't gotten around to it. This one is M.K. England's next book. It's about this world where magic used to be this like highly plentiful resource, and then an earthquake happened, and there was a plague, and now this corporation has all of the magic, and the three protagonists have this like lucrative siphoning magic gig where they are like kind of criminals. That seems to be M.K. England's kind of shtick. I'm into it. I'm excited. It sounds fun, magical. The cover is fun. Sounds great. This comes out on January 21st. This Coven Won't Break is the sequel to These Witches Don't Burn, which I am currently reading. It's really fun. I really love it so far, so I'm excited for the sequel. And I'm like almost done. I'm not like 20 pages in. I'm like I have like the climax of the story left. These Witches Don't Burn is about, it follows this protagonist who's really, I just adore her, but it's also queer romance, and it's, the protagonist is a lesbian. She's also a witch. She's an elemental witch. She's worried that the town has a blood witch. I don't know what the sequel is about because I didn't want to read about the sequel until I finished the first one. That's what the first one is about. I'm excited. These covers are fun. I like these covers. When We Were Magic. Can you sense that I'm like on a magic kick right now? I am. I'm like into the magic. This book is about some best friends. I feel like there are 4, but I could be making that up. Who are like unshakable and also magic. And the main character, whose name I'm pretty sure is Alexis, it's a variant of Alex, at least. I can look it up. It's Alexis. Falls in love with her best friend. Something goes wrong. They have to use their magic. It fails. They have to deal with the consequences of that. It sounds cool. I like the cover. I like the witchies. I want to read more of the witchies. If you have any witchy book recommendations, please leave them down below. Because it's all I want to read right now. That one comes out on March 3rd. A Song Below Water. This one is about sirens, but sirens that can like walk on land. Is that normal in siren lore? I need to read up on my siren lore because I've read a couple siren things where I'm always like, land, weird. But like everyone will want to kill the protagonist if they know that she's a siren. Something happens, a few like celebrities and important people like come out as being sirens. And then I don't know what happens from there. But it sounds cool. I'm excited for it. That comes out on June 2nd. Deadly Curious. This one is a little bit different than books that I'm typically into because it's a little bit historical. And for the most part, I've yet to find a historical something that I'm like really in love with. A Great and Terrible Beauty was pretty good. But I just like am not usually into historical fantasy. It's not fantasy. Historical fantasy or historical otherwise. This one is a detective mystery. Set in 1814 maybe, and it follows this girl who wants to become part of this, like, detective agency, and no woman has ever done it before, and then her cousin sends her a note that is like, help me, someone died, I don't remember who died, and she goes and she, like, has to find out who it is, and it's her, like, whole deal as she's trying to figure out who this murderer is, and then it turns out the murderer is closer to their family than she thought. Ew. Kinda know about that one. Sounds cool. I'm gonna give it a shot. Historical. We're branching out in 2020. This next one intrigues me, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Like, I would not necessarily predict this to be a 5-star. Like, this is not a 5-star prediction, but the premise is interesting. It's a cult book. It's about this girl who goes to college, and she gets, like, invited to be in this elite group. It's, you know, like, kind of like a secret society, and she gets friends and popularity and blah, blah, blah. And then they go on this trip, but then when they go on the trip, they're kind of, like, trapped because it's a cult. Sounds interesting. We'll see. When you get the chance, it's a road trip book, and it's also LGBT. So they're going on a road trip to Toronto Pride. They're falling in love. They're learning about themselves. It's a coming-of-age road trip Pride story. Sounds so cute. I'm excited. I want it. Comes out this summer. Comes out in May. Comes out the day after my birthday, May 5th. Happy birthday to me. Girls save the world in this one. Sounds so fun. It's about this group of gals that is at a con, like a Comic-Con type thing, but for like a zombie media. But it turns out that there are actual zombies at the zombie media, and the girls have to save the day. And I'm excited. I haven't read a good zombie book in a long time, but this one sounds fun and funny. It's supposed to be like a zombie comedy, like in the vein of like Shaun of the Dead and like Zombieland, which are two of my fave movies. So I love Zombieland. So I'm excited. Let's do it. This next one is called I Kissed Alice. It is about two girls who go to an art conservatory, and they're like rivals. It's essentially an enemies to lovers romance is what I'm getting about it, but also queer, LGBT. Love that for me. So they're at this art conservatory, and they hate each other, but online they're like really good friends, and they're working on a webcomic together, and like their online personas are falling in love, and their in-person human people beings hate each other. It sounds so cute, and also I love that their handles are both Alice in Wonderland themes. One of them is I Kissed Alice, and the other one is about the Cheshire Cat, I think. I'm excited for it. Next up is Wonderland by Juno Dawson. This is kind of an Alice in Wonderland retelling. My favorite book of all time is an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and I'm also obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. So, needless to say, I saw this and I was like, gotta get it. But this is about a girl whose friend goes missing, and she finds this like invitation to Wonderland, which is this like weird exclusive party. Goes like down the rabbit hole to try and figure out what happened. But also it's an expose or a look at mental health. I don't know. It seems to tick all the boxes, so I'm excited to read it when it comes out. Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera, whom I love. This is his first fantasy. This comes out this month. It might already be out. Essentially, brothers and magic, and one of them wants to get into this like group, and the other one doesn't really care, but the other one is the one that gets the magical abilities, so lets him into the group. Seems like it's going to deal with like brotherly relationships, and also group dynamics, and also witchy magic. We stand. And the last one is I Killed Zoey Spanos. This book sounds really interesting. It's told in 3 perspectives, I believe. Zoey, who is the girl who was killed, a girl who just moved to town, and a podcast. And the whole idea is that, so she moves to town, there's the case of Zoey Spanos. She, like, identifies a lot with the case. There's a lot that, like, resonates with her. She gets accused, like, arrested and accused for the murder. Also a murder mystery. Those are the things that I'm into right now. Murder mysteries and witchy business. I need a witchy murder mystery, so if you have a recommendation, please let me know. I need it. I need it in my life. Whew. We just got through, what, like 19 or 20 books? I'm putting it in one video. I'm too lazy to split it. We're just committing to a long video. Sorry, team. Thank you for watching. Let me know down below if you're also excited for any of these books, or if you have any recommendations for me now that you've seen what kind of books I am looking for in this moment of my life. I hope you're having a fabulous day, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you very soon. I post a new video every Thursday, and I will see you soon. Goodbye, friends!